Chinese became a semi-colony. The reason why the China became a semi-colony by Western powers, including the British Empire after the Opium War and the Nanjing Treaty by the British Empire or Anglo-Saxon power. They have antagonism and fear of the West, including USA. They are also too ambitious to rule over the world or expanding into all over the world. Based on 5,000 years of Chinese ethnocentrism, China is the center of the world as the master nation to rule over the world. This Chinese view on history is particular, different from British, American, other countries. So in conclusion, USA and China may make some cooperation for some purpose, but not easy to become a real alliance, because in this world only one sun and only one moon. We don't have two suns. I think the USA, the best foreign policy to Asia is two. One is the balance of power policy to Asia. The other one is the open door policy for freedom and democracy, free trade, investment, economic policy. Particularly to the East Asia, Japan, Korea, China. From geopolitical point of view, the Korean Peninsula is so important for the American interest and national security. A nation who controls the Korean Peninsula may control Asia. A nation who controls Asia may threaten security of the Pacific Ocean and the USA.
Yes.
There was a good example in the 20th century. Japan attacked Pearl Harbor to conquer America. That attack based on the Japanese famous argument, the so-called the conquering Korea argument, is conquering Korea is conquering Asia. Conquering Asia is conquering Russia. Conquering Russia is conquering America. After Japan defeated Russia in the Russo-Japanese War in 1905, they prepared to war against the USA, finally attacked Pearl Harbor to conquer American continent. Same mentality is not changing in Asia. China seriously tried to expand her power in the Korean Peninsula to take hegemony in the Pacific Ocean. In these days, China threatened the USA to destroy American warships if American warships come to the Yellow Sea between the Korea and China. China has been extorting also ancient Asian history, which Koreans rule over huge Chinese territory as if the Chinese rule of Manchuria and other Chinese territory.
Yeah.
Not only Chinese, but also Japanese extorted many East Asian histories to control Korean Peninsula, the Korean Peninsula and Asia.
I see.
The American leaders must pay attention to these invisible expansionist ambitions. Finally, to strengthen American national security.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, maybe conquer America. Unfortunately, many of American scholarly world and the political society are under the Chinese and Japanese colonial legacy. which make American students and national leaders people not to know truth of history. Ignorance of history will make untrue image of Asian countries and cause to make an unwise policy decision to damage American national interest and the peace of Asia. We must not forget there are so many honest and good Chinese and Japanese people who love truth of history, freedom, democracy, and peace. I have so many good Chinese friends and Japanese friends who share with our goals of freedom, democracy, peace. We have to help China take the open door policy for freedom for Chinese people and Han people and the other ethnic people such as Tibetans, Koreans, Mongolian, Manchu, and other peoples. Extortion of history and communist dictatorship, ultra-nationalism come from ignorance. Unicracy must destroy ignorance for freedom and democracy and civilization. The best U.S. foreign policy to Asia is not to allow any single country to control the Korean Peninsula, but in a balance of power to help Korea play a role to make a balance of power with the American USA. For effective efforts, Korea, Mongolia, Philippines, Australia, Thai, Vietnam, New Zealand, Indonesia, Thailand, Chinese liberal, Tibetan, Mexico, Canada, Israel, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, Morocco, Turkey, and Japan, and the Pacific Rim countries, and the American continental countries with the USA must establish toward the Pacific Cooperation System or Union and the Triple Union, AAA, or America, Asia, and African Union under the great leadership of the United States of America. It's important for Asian countries to support the USA leadership and mutual cooperation toward the such ideal goals in various ways. The powerful Pacific and AAA Union under the American leadership will make this world an ideal society for freedom, democracy, and peace, for prosperity.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm very honored to receive this special award, and I'm very happy to work with our most honorable friend, former great U.S. Congresswoman Diane Watkins. Her Organization for Peace and Freedom. I would like to share this honor with all of you, my friends, and our communities. We know why we are here today, because we have a dream for peace and freedom. Our great leaders have worked for these beautiful ideas. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr., and many others. Today, our great President Barack Obama and former our great Congresswoman Diane Watson, currently our Representative Karen Bass, and many others, and you. These our great leaders have been working continually for change, for the America, for mankind, for peace and freedom. They have seized this benevolent new frontier spirit toward higher goal for peace and freedom. The new frontier spirit is for great freedom of the people, by the people, for all, not only the Americans, but also humankind, clean air, healthy nature, all benevolent living beings in this universe. The great freedom is not only for political, social, economic freedom, but also the inner freedom, the peace of our mind from sufferings, all selfish ego who stand against the perfect peace and freedom. This new great spirit will change America for power, glory, prosperity again, global leadership for peace and freedom. And our great President Obama working for change, for peace and freedom. Our great friend, our Congresswoman Diane Watson, and her partners, followers, and have been working tirelessly for this great ideal, great dream for peace and freedom. We, the Americans and the international community, have to support our great leader Diane Watson's continued leadership for peace and freedom. You can continue to count on me for her great leadership and success. Thanks so much. Thank you.